Parikh Consultants was founded in 1993. I joined the firm 2 years after they had started. We are geotechnical engineers majoring in mostly transportation projects. Our offices are in Northern California. We have our main office in San Jose, which hosts our lab. Also offices in Walnut Creek, Oakland, Fresno, and Sacramento. We've been involved with transportation projects from day one and have gone everything from bridges to highways to light rail, and we're now currently working in high-speed rail. We were using a software program from day one, same company, and about 2 years ago we decided that it wasn't quite giving us what we wanted, wasn't giving us enough management tools. Our project managers had no involvement with the program at all, so we started looking around for something different. The new product that was coming out from the company we were using before, when I compared it to Deltek Vision, Deltek Vision stood alone. It absolutely had everything that we needed for everyone in the firm, not just the accounting department. That was very important to us. My team looked outside the box. They made decisions based on my future and not what was currently in front of them. And that made a huge difference. And I'm finding out now, it's 2.5 years later, and there's things that I want to change. They're like, no problem, let's just do this, this, and this. And my data is still good and perfect. So very pleased with my conversion. I would highly recommend anyone doing that. I also felt that being a small firm and wearing many hats in that firm, I was mainly responsible for making sure all the project managers had all the numbers they needed. With Deltek Vision, I don't have that line outside my door anymore. When we chose to go on to Vision, we had the decision to be made, do we want to do a full conversion? And we weighed the idea of how much it was going to cost and how important it was to us. And it came down to the bottom line that it was more important to have every single piece of data that our business ever had to have it in a conversion. Doing that, I was very skeptical. The fact that someone was going to take my data, manipulate my data, and put it into a new system and give it back to me and it was all going to balance, not so sure that was going to happen. And my data got back, it got uploaded, I looked at it and everything balanced. And I thought, okay, there's got to be something here. And I looked and I compared and I did everything. And it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. I had no issues whatsoever. My conversion went spotless. It was perfect. The reason I think my conversion went so well was the team that was in place to do it with me really asked the right questions. Okay, we've been on Vision 2.5 years. Some of the features that my project managers like the most is being able to see the unposted labor on their projects. Although it shows up on their projects, it shows up in an area of unposted labor. I think that feature alone has pushed my project managers to be able to balance their budgets, come in under budget, and not have problems after they're 90% into the project. So unposted labor by far is one of the best features that my engineers are using at this point. For an accounting feature, I truly, truly love the fact that billing is so flexible between the different rate tables, the different templates, and the flexibility to customize your invoices makes a huge difference in business. It has cut down my invoicing process probably at least 40% of the amount of work that I had to do manually versus now being able to go in, and as all managers think, you just go in and press a button. Some of the invoices each month, I can just press a button and the invoice is done. Everything that Deltek Vision has to offer when I first started 2 years ago has just multiplied. Every year there's a new feature or a new product or something new that is introduced to me that just enhances my business even more. So if I look at what we were doing on old accounting software and what we're doing now, the past 2 years, we have been able to really push the business and develop it to a bigger and better business than what we were doing before. Since we put Vision in place, I would say our business has probably gone up a good 25 to 30%. I believe that a lot of the management part of Vision has helped us because our contracts are coming in under budget. And we are being able to talk to the client and say, hey, we can do that. We can give you the report you want. We can track it this way. My project managers, when they go to meetings, they're more informed of their budgets remaining or the percentage complete. One of the big things with the type of business that we do is we do work with the government, and I am audited quite a bit. I would say on an average, someone's looking for some type of audit report or proof of my numbers about every 6 months. In the past 2 years, I have just flown right through the audit process. The first thing they say is, what are you using? And I say Deltek Vision. And you hear the sigh of relief in the auditor, like, thank God I'm not throwing out some program that doesn't have an audit trail, that doesn't balance into the GL, that doesn't blend everything together. My audits have been smooth. They've been in less time. And I do think it goes back to the way we're using Vision. We're following the protocol of how to use Vision. We're doing the data entry the way it should be done. And we're populating all the different areas that at any given moment, I can give them a report that they want. So if I have an auditor that comes in and wants to see a report in a certain order, boom, go into Report Writer, make that report up the way they want to see it, the way their audit's going to go through faster, and they like it. And it balances so much easier for them. And you get them out the door a little faster. My Deltek consultant is Full Sail. They have been with me for 2.5 years now, and I've used many different people in the firm depending on what I needed. What I looked for was someone that was going to listen to me, someone that could understand my company. And one of the things I found with Full Sail partners is no matter who I've talked to, they've learned about me. They learned about how I do business. They learned about what's important to me. So they're not trying to throw something out to me that I would never buy into. They've kind of geared it special to my needs and my company's needs. And from coming to these conferences and meeting other people that have Full Sail in place, everybody's saying the same thing. They actually care about us, and they are paying attention to what we need and worrying about the needs of their client versus the needs of them. Many times I've talked to people that use Vision, and I'll ask who they're working with, and I've heard negative comments. I can honestly say I've never heard anybody say something negative about Full Sail partners. I think they're a team of professionals that will take you to the next level no matter who you are and no matter how big or how small your company is.